On everybody, welcome to the trailer park. I am your mistress of ceremony, known as Lady Nika, known to some as Gator Croc Honey. Whatever, a bitch is here, and I know you was waiting. Okay, I have to redo this whole video again. I did this video like a few minutes ago, but I'm not feeling my best. You know, I went down there to the doctor's office and allowed them to give me a damn flu and pneumonia vaccination, and now my head is stuffy, my body is aching, and I'm losing my voice off and on. And I know that you all understand the plights of a bitch with lupus and shit like that, but I like to give y'all the best of me. And if I can't give it to you, bitch, I'm not going to upload. So we going to try this shit all over again. I deleted that video and I'm doing it all over again. So this is take 2. Now, excuse me for not having it up this morning, but I told y'all I don't just talk about it, I be about it. I volunteered down at the polls today from the opening of the polls to noon. So now I'm just not making it home where I can sit down and give y'all the review for Black Ink Crew. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, the reunion part 1 will be done next week when I do part 1 and part 2 together. Last night didn't give me anything enough to me to even do a veggie soup on it this week. So next week you'll get another veggie soup where I talk about this show, Black Ink Crew, as well as parts 1 and 2 of the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood reunion, okay? That's how we're going to do that shit. And also, child, depending on how this election go today, I got a funny ass story time because, baby, people get ignorant at them polls. Now, I'm going to wait to see what the results of this election is, because I'm either going to give you a funny story time or I'm going to be going to fuck off in one. Either one. We're going to see how this shit going to play out. But for right now, we're going to do Black Ink Crew. It's Season 2, Episode 7, entitled Cobra Gets Rattled. And girl, I see why you did. You know, Cobra, I felt your pain. I understood you. You know, I liked you. I was rooting for you, bitch. But girl, you do too much. And in this episode, this is why things went the way it did. See, you got to do everything with decency and in order. The Bible tell you that you need to pay attention. For you people that don't read the Bible, common sense tell you that you're going to have to put 1 before 2 in order to get to 3. Okay, that's what I'm saying here. So, we start off seeing them having this barbecue out in front of 9 Mag. This was around the Memorial Day holiday, where in Chi-Town alone, it was over 70 shootings, okay? I remember hearing about that on the news, and I also remember seeing on Instagram these pictures where they had this, and it seemed like it was a good little thing. It's also at this event that Ryan finds out that Terrence is not really here for his relationship with Danielle, and Ryan feels the same way we do. Either Terrence can suck it up, because this is business, or she can go and dump his ass and everybody be happy, which I hope she dump him, because this ain't gonna last. This ain't for this girl. Now, we see Cobra show up, and once she show up, the party vibe goes to shits. No one is pleasant and friendly toward her. She wants to know why everyone treats her like an outcast, and Junior tell her, hey, let me holler at you, play. Let me tell you what happened. It's the way you came in the shop. He said you basically called them in the shop nasty, girl. Whereas he kind of came in and he just fit in where he could get in. You came in and you offended the masses. Now, I told y'all I didn't feel what she was saying was wrong, but how she presented it was kind of fucked up, you know. It wasn't the best. And when people go off of what you give them from their first impression, okay? If you feel like that their shop was needed, you wanted to give Ryan some advice or something about the shop, you saw something that you thought would be better for the shop, that is not none of them folks' shop that you was offended. That was actually Ryan's shop. And if you got something to say, take it to the owner, the proprietor of that establishment. Don't tell the employees, because they are going to jump in their feelings. She's saying that not cleaning her work area is wrong, and for them to be upset that she did it makes no sense. Again, it's not what you did, it's how you did it. Okay? You represented yourself on the first meeting kind of wrong, and you failed in it. Now they all got some kind of feeling about you. She said she didn't want her client to wind up with hepatitis C, and that's where she pissed off Ryan. So later on, we see why he went head on and said what he said to her, but that wasn't really necessary to say as well. You didn't have to say nothing like that, girl. How you think that man felt and his employees felt hearing you say that shit? And that's why Kat, even though ain't got a damn thing to do with her, she jumped in to say what she had to say. But I give Ryan this. He did tell her to fall back, and he had a right to, because this ain't got nothing to do with Kat. Kat, you work in the upper room. They work at the lower level. What you need to do is focus on everything going on upstairs at Kat and get your mind off of 9 Meg, because you may be friends with these people, but you no longer work for him. And thus, you have nothing to do with what goes on inside of this shop. So you did wrong for that. But Ryan, this is why your people feel the way they do. And Cobra will tell your ass that later on. You allow these people to have too much say in situations that don't concern them. You really do. And until you get a grip on that, you're going to steady have employees inside of your shop that feel like they can come against you and tell you what you ought to do in your shop. Advice is one thing. Attitudes and flat out walking off and mouthing off is two different things other. It goes on the insubordination, and that shit can get you fired. Now, Don, he done missed the barbecue to spend time with Ashley, DJ, and daughter Kenley, which looks just like him. And I said it's a good change. And Ashley, you're doing right. If you're going to accept this dude, you got to accept everything that comes with her. So you see her interacting with the child as well. But Don tells us that he got an upcoming court day in Missouri for driving without a he was either driving with a suspended license or no license. All y'all fact checkers that like to get us together in them comments, run on down to the panel and let me know what's real tea. Well, did this dude have a driver's license that was suspended, or he had none at all? I don't remember. Now, Cobra wants to talk to Kat. And I don't know why, but she wants to talk to Kat. And Kat seems like she by now is a little bit, a little bit inebriated. Y'all know that's what they do in this damn shop here. They get fucked up. Cobra said that Kat didn't come at her like a fellow tat artist, but more like a friend of Van who was defending him. And I agree. Van is a grown-ass man. A grown sex-ass man that's getting on my goddamn nerve. But nevertheless, a grown man. If he got a problem, he need to know how to address that woman on his own. Kat don't work there. She shouldn't be saying nothing to this woman. She was bullying Cobra is what she was doing. And Kat said she came at her like that because it's her shop. And when she said that, everybody looked at her like, said, "William, bitch, I thought the owner and proprietor was Ryan Henry. Who you?" Then she down talked the girl work, and I'm like, come on now. See, this is where I get this. Maybe I have to higher expectations for this audience, for this cast, because I don't expect petty shit like this. When this kind of petty shit happen, I expect it to come from the people like Don, people like Ashley, people like Ford. I don't expect people like Kat and Van to act the way that they act. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't know what happened between season 1 and season 2. I don't know if it's the notoriety. I don't know if it's coins coming in better now. I don't know what it is, but there's been a shift in the atmosphere on this show, and it's just not a pleasant one. Yes, we watch, but as a person who is really a supporter, it's leaving me to wonder how much of this is scripted opposed to how much of this is y'all really acting like this now. Because Kat and Van were two of the most likable characters last season. Now I can't say I'm borderline I'm about to break up with Van, and Kat girl, I turn my back to you. Catch all my back, okay? Because you giving me Mariah Carey diva type of tease, and I don't like that hoe doing that. That don't look good on you, girl. Okay? Yes, you did bully that girl. You walked down there and you said a lot of mean shit to her and came at her wrong, because that's where these are your original stomping grounds. That shit about an adult can't be bullied is bullshit. If you are fucking with an adult and that person is doing everything in their fucking power to stay away from you and not say a motherfucking thing to you, then I feel like if you continuously to push, then you can't get mad when you fuck around and poke that sleeping bear one time too many and that bitch jump up and bite your motherfucking head off. As of year to date, she ain't bit your head off yet, but you did come down there on some bullying shit behind Van, and you shouldn't have, because Van is not no pussy punk or failure. He could deal with this shit on his own. He the one got to work with that girl. You really don't have to, and you was wrong for that. That's a weak ass messy bitch, and I don't like that type of shit. Okay, y'all know damn well I don't like it. Well, Cobra upset and she go to Ryan and ask him for help making them stop ganging up on her. Well, Cobra, I'm telling you, I see both sides of the coin. They can't stop fucking with you until you give them a reason to. Every time you round these people, you done said something kind of fucked up. You need to learn how to interact with people. For you to be a servant that works with the public, you have poor public service skills, meaning you don't know how to talk to people. Okay. Charmaine lands this interview with a radio station, and she thinks she ready because she cute and she figures it's gonna be easy, but she get down there and it starts working out all right at first. But by the time this interview ended, she realized that she needed some media training, and I said, girl, call Matthew Knowles. Call Matthew, he'll get you together. Okay. Ryan goes on a date with the girl Ariel. They go for a walk in this park, and my question is, why does this girl have this shit on? Girl, you still a pretty chick. You could have just toned down your dress so that you could be more comfortable. Ryan tell us he ain't no player no more. He wants more than a slim waist and a cute face. He wants a woman of substance. And I would go there, but I'm not, because, child, I'm trying to move on and not say nothing, but I will say this much right here. A lot of women need to listen to what the fuck he said. Now, he got a type. Y'all can look at these women that he's like. Look at baby mama Rachel and look at this girl here. So, he got a type. But put that to the side. At the end of the day, a man don't give a damn how pretty you are. He don't care how nice you keep that body together. If you's an empty-headed bitch and you ain't bringing nothing to the table, then it's only a matter of time before he decides to put you back in the corner. See, it's just like a child with a doll. When you first buy that doll pretty. You combing that whole hair. You changing her outfits. If you got all of those accessories, you doing everything with her. But after a while, when you done got what you need out of that, you cast that doll to the side and you waiting on the next toy that your mama gonna bring. The same thing with a man. You give him, if you show him that all you is face and ass, then you can't expect to not be sitting by yourself on your birthday, on his birthday, on holidays, and just because times. You gonna be by your damn self, and all you gonna have is your cute ass face, your slim ass waist, and your fucking tips. That's all the fuck you gonna have, honey. You need to get you together. Put all of that. Get all of that shit together. Then look for your man. Or you gonna go into your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s by your motherfucking self. Because looks ain't everything. And as we all age, we all fall, I ain't saying the black don't crack, but we all begin to have different health issues, and we can't do the things that we used to do. 40 ain't the new 20. Now, here we go with the dramatics. Don come to the shop and he tell the fellas that he got to do 30 days for that violation. And just like with Van, they get to acting like this dude has been sentenced to 25 years to life at Rikers Island or whatever the name of the prison in Illinois that a motherfucker go to that done did some shit, okay? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This dude got 30 days. Okay, what? Y'all need to stop treating... Y'all act like punks on this bitch sometimes. Yeah, you don't want to be separated from your family and friends for no 30 days. But if you do the crime, go on, lay down and do them. Man, if they getting you 2 for 1, bitch, you there for 14 days. Go do them 14 days. Get your ass out of jail. Stop. And you know what killed me? You got people that want to party when they come home. Because they feel like they, bitch, please. My son was gone 11 fucking months. We ain't had a party yet. Ain't no parties, bitch. I don't reward motherfucking criminal behavior. Girl, please. Anyway, he tell the women in the shop that shit, and Charmaine wasn't surprised. She said, she hope when he return he a better person. Well, Don feel like he already a better person. Well, Charmaine is in her feelings because if y'all remember, Charmaine didn't know that Don was in that relationship with Ashley season 1 when she gave him some pussy in the bathroom at a party. Okay? He was wrong for that. But at the same time, girl, I'm not saying you gotta get over it, but what I'm saying is at some point you gotta stop bringing it up. You gotta let it go. You gotta move on. You can't tell a person when they need to get over something, but I can tell you one thing. It's a time when you should stop acting a fool behind it. And that's all she wants. She want an apology for him for what he did to her last season. And as always, that motherfucking sidekick half brother of his who needs to be focusing on trying to give us a single or a fucking album, that would be 4, jumps in to protect his brother, saying, why she gotta bring up old shit? Well, bitch, it might not be old to her. That's why she brought it up. Just like you and Kat was last season, but you felt some kind of way when you went up there and King Louis pretty much act like you wasn't there, didn't you? Okay? So stop that bullshit. Charmaine saying Don not being a real man to Ashley. And of course, at that point, he done got mad and he gets to acting like he got a little Incredible Hulk and a little bit of Ike Turner in him. He call her a bitch and get to acting like, you know, he done lost his mind because can't nobody say nothing to him. So she asked Ryan to check his ass for saying that. And Ryan, he don't really want to be in the middle, but he trying to bring peace to a chaotic situation or a potentially chaotic situation. He telling everybody to chill the fuck out. Ryan, you know, I love you. I do. You the light bright of the year, okay, to me. You the light bright of the year. But baby, this is why they run all over you. Because you allow anything to go down at your shop. If this would have been anybody else's shop in the real world in America in 2016 and they broke out fighting like that, it'd have been some bodies hitting the floor and some asses being fired, okay? You need to let them know that you can't just bust a move or bust an attitude right up in here. They feel like they can do you like that because you allow that shit to happen to you. Now, you got Charmaine saying Don a clown, and of course he mad now, so he done left. But I give him credit because he came back to talk to her. You know, he didn't have to do that. Normally he won't. Okay? Charmaine talking about she got jumped behind that mess, and Don don't seem to care. She crying and carrying on. Now, Charmaine, you got jumped because you don't know how to let it go. You knew what went down. You knew this girl wasn't cool with you. Yet you still be up under her fucking man taking pictures, and the pictures winding up on social media. You know this girl don't think logically. So you're on her radar. All you gotta do is stay away from her man. Let y'all, you know, have y'all working relationship or whatever y'all gonna have with each other. But even when y'all kicking it, keep your distance, and you'll never have to worry about that girl. But ain't no woman that know that you done slept with her man ever gonna be 100% cool with you. Get that out your mind. But he did apologize to her, and he admitted that he is the problem here. He's the reason why Ashley and Whitney into it and everything. And I said, well, good. At least maybe you are beginning to understand how fucked up you are. Maybe we ain't got to get into 4 and 5 season like we did with oh shit before he realized he was a fuck up too. So we gonna pray for her. Now, when we was at the party, Charmaine had left her Ray-Ban, $200 Ray-Ban shades, okay? Cobra done got the girl shades and posted a pic of them on social media, but when she come into the shop, she talking about she ain't took no fucking shades, and she produces this receipt that she could have very well made off of the internet. Don't nobody believe that. Girl, you took this girl's shades, you not because you're a thief, but to agitate her. Charmaine asked Ryan, could you please ask Cobra to respect me in the workplace? Cobra said, when you clean up, I'll respect you. Funny, but not out of line. Funny, but insubordinate. And that is why the girl fired you at that moment. Now, I don't know if she got the power to actually do this, but she fired your ass and Ryan ain't said shit, okay? Then, she told Charmaine she ain't nothing but the shop stripper. And I had to holler yes. Because, did she lie? No, she ain't lie. But again, Cobra, it's about how you present that shit. Cobra said she ain't she ain't gotta steal shit. She not the one that had her damn car repoed. Another good one. But bitch, you go. That's why they fired you tonight. Last night. Cobra boyfriend outside talking to Charmaine about the situation. Next thing you know, he pulls out these glasses and pops them in halves and tell her, you can have one half and she can have the other. And that just further let us know that this girl took them glasses to agitate that girl, because that was really not the reason. You think her boyfriend would have pulled out them glasses and broke them motherfuckers some priceless shades? Child, hell no. Moral of the story, keep your hands off people's stuff. You went too far in that. I understand what you was doing, but you was wrong for that. Do not put your hands on people's shit. You didn't take her shit because you needed it. You took her shit to aggravate her. And it came back to slap you in the face, because Brian done now fired you, and so she decides to tell him that he allows them to run over him, which she does. She right, but still, girl, walk away gracefully. Come back to fight another day. They fire people around here all the time. You might could come back, but see, you don't know how to shut this up right here. This right here is your downfall, okay? First, she like she wasn't going to leave, but finally she did leave, and she out there talking to her boyfriend, you know, talking shit on the shop and shit. But she decided, before I go out of here, I'm going to go with a bang. So she returns to the property, which is against the law, and she commits to doing some property damage, which is also against the law. She get to knocking over trays and shit. And like I said, that's disrespectful, and bitch, that's why you fired. You better be glad he ain't called laws on you, because he could have, okay? Girl, you did too much. You had a chance to turn this thing around in your favor, but you choose to act a fool, and look what happened. Now you done got fired. And we don't know that Brian gonna let you back, or remember, you ain't none of his friend like the rest of them is, okay? So he might be able to sweat 2 tears in a bucket and fuck it with you, okay? Child, why is we 7 episodes in and I can honestly say I'm not liking this show? I ain't liking it at all. I don't like the way the characters are acting now. Everybody is off from what they started on. I'm just confused how much of this is scripted opposed to how these people have really begun to act. I don't know. But I ain't gave up. But I sure don't like the direction it's going in. Lastly, please exercise your right if you so inclined to go and vote. I feel like you don't have no reason to complain if you don't at least put in the effort. A lot of folks say your vote don't count. I tend to differ. We proved in 2008 that our vote count, okay? Now, it may not be what you wanted, but America came out in droves. We and our other minorities came out in droves, and we proved what could happen when we pulled together. Because we put a black man in the White House not once but twice. Now, I don't know. You know, I also I encourage you to really find out about your local and state politicians and their positions on different policies and things, and decide from there who you're going to start voting for. Because that's the person you send into Washington that's going to talk for you. So make sure you know about your local and state, and then you can be more prepared to deal with these bigger elections like today. If you don't vote, then that's a decision that you have a right to make as an American. You don't have to do it. But if you do go vote, please vote with your heart and with your conscience, honey. And let's not be no fool. Because I hate to see y'all down there at the Walgreens and various other locations trying to get you some passports to get the fuck up out of here, because you done either neglected to vote or voted the wrong way. I really do. But I ain't here to give you that today. It's up to you. You do what the fuck you want to do, because I already did. But ain't no if loving you is wrong tonight. It's actually a marathon going on right now, so I don't think a new episode will air tonight because this is election day. So a bitch will be back tomorrow with Queen Sugar. In the meantime, in between time, thank you all so much for coming down here to the trailer park to kick it with your mistress of ceremony, Lady Nika, also known to my haters as Gator Crop. And then I will see you all tomorrow. Please be good to each other. And if you ain't got nothing positive to say, how about you just don't say a goddamn thing? Peace.